Thank you for watching our video about the reports application in the cost of goods software provided by Wellnex Pharma. To access the reports, one would click on this icon in the cost of goods software. There's two different kinds of reports. There's a cost report and a cost matter report. The cost report looks like a cost standard sheet that an accounting group may create for an operation, and we provide that because this is how many of us are used to looking at cost information, process cost information. We also have a cost matter report, which is a graphical report that allows you to show the cost of a particular process in a graphical fashion. What it asks the program to do is to bring up a cost matter report for the scenario 40617 West. In this case, we're allowing it to present the data to us as a bar graph. You can see the table here. Now let's talk a little bit about this table. First, what you see is a step of the material. So for those things that are starting materials, there's no processing costs. They're simply stated here as themselves. And the utilization factor that takes almost 3.6 kilos of isovaleraldehyde to make 1 kilo of pregabalin, and 6.36 kilos to make diethylamide to make 1 kilo of pregabalin. These costs are stated on the basis of pregabalin. So the isovaleraldehyde contributes $43 to the cost of pregabalin, and the diethylamide $38 to the cost of pregabalin. This is not their price. This is the cost in terms of pregabalin. And all the costs on this table are on the same basis. Everything here is on pregabalin cost. So that allows us to look quickly and see that one of the biggest cost drivers of the process is processing to create 3 and the raw materials that go along with that. Similarly, the pregabalin crude step has quite a large raw material requirement as well as a large processing step. So these are the two steps that we have to look to understand what are the cost drivers for pregabalin crude. So we show that same information graphically over here. You can see graphically that the processing for the pregabalin crude, which is the resolution step as well, the previous step are probably the major contributors to the cost of pregabalin. It's really easy to see here. We can also present this as a pie chart. It doesn't have to be as bar graph. So the bar graph is kind of nice because it separates the costs into raw material costs and processing costs. The pie graph combines them together, but you can see which step is a major contributor. You can see the processing costs and the raw material costs are in fact segregated. And you can see what the largest share is. And the largest share is the raw material costs at the pregabalin crude stage. We can also save this information. We can save it as an Excel sheet, as a PDF, or as a Word document. And we can also create a cost report. So the cost report looks very much like what we're used to seeing as a cost standard sheet in most companies. So you'll see this is how much it costs to run this final step to make the final pregabalin. So it's run at about a 550 kilo output scale, 10 batches a week, so you make a little over 5 tons a week. And these raw material costs all drawn through. So this would be the final cost of operating the value per batch for this operation. And then we just go back, like we often do, we go back to the previous steps and see where the pregabalin crude is, and you can see where a lot of the cost comes in from the mandelic acid to a great degree. Also, the carrying all the costs in the earlier part of the process forward. So this is a very standard-looking kind of operation. These can be reported out in Excel form, PDF, or as Word documents. Thank you for your attention.